Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about panic because unfortunately wherever you look at the moment there is something about the coronavirus, and I do feel like it is really affecting people. And I mean, if you go to your local supermarket, in anywhere in Australia probably, you will find not much on the shelves. I'm wondering if it's the same in other areas of the world as well, but people are freaking out. There is fear. There is so much fear about, our own survival, and I don't know exactly the specifics about this virus. I do know that I've researched a lot of stuff, and tried to get it from legitimate sources and stuff, but what I have found out is that people who are generally under 60 years old and don't possess any kind of heart problems, any cardiovascular issues, any serious illnesses like HIV and cancer and things like that. Anyone who doesn't have hypertension or diabetes, has a much lower risk and probably shouldn't worry too much. I mean, I'm not saying don't prepare. There's a difference between worry and prepare. So I have been preparing. I've been, I already have Panadol and all of that kind of stuff, multivitamins. I already have all that stuff because I usually, if I need it, I use it. So I already have it. But I did get some butter menthols, and I did get some honey for tea and stuff like that. And I have got some foods that might be easier to eat if I was sick. And there are those types of things, like getting foods that you can kind of eat if you're stuck at home, if you don't really want to cook too much. I bought a few packs of noodles because, I mean, how long do they take to cook? 2 minutes. And if you're sick, you're probably less likely to have any energy to make a proper meal. So that's something as well. Maybe you could meal prep or something like that if you think you might be getting sick. I mean, I'm just checking the time. I've got work shortly. So that's something as well. Fact checking, right? Get the facts. And because it's this crazy virus, it's going around everywhere. I mean, the amount of information, the amount of misinformation is huge. The amount of information that's being shared that's really just scary, kind of fear-mongering stuff, is large as well. There's just a lot of stuff that, honestly, I've read it like 10 times over when it comes to some of the stuff that's put out now, because I have already researched a range of different things about the illness, about the economy, about what potentially could happen. Somebody's just turning, and this car was like super close to me. I'm parked on the side of the road. Anyway, so if you start noticing that you have a cough, if you have tired aches and pains in your body, if you have cold flu-like symptoms, but it's less likely for you to have a runny nose. So that's something that I looked up, and a gentleman in his, I believe he was 50, gave his experience of having coronavirus. Now, this did really give me a much better understanding as well, and I wasn't as afraid after I read it. He just said, look, I mean, it was kind of like the flu. I felt pretty sick, like aches and pains, sore throat, little bit of trouble breathing and stuff, he said, for a few days, and then I started to recover. So it's, if you've had the flu, and you've survived, which I did last year. I had the influenza A and it was awful. And it pretty much happened the same. You know, I was bedridden for 4 days to a week, I think, and then I started to recover. So yeah, just prepare with the things that you might need, and please just stop reading the news about stuff. Like, we don't need to read it every single day. All we have to do is understand what updates, what new measures are being taken by our government. Can we no longer go outside? Those kinds of things. What are our responsibilities? And also how we can kind of pre-prepare a little bit. Because at the moment, there's no food, there's no medical supplies, you know, it's really just, I had to wait 5 days for my migraine medication. 5 days. I was like, what? That's like a long time to wait, considering, yeah, I've never had an issue with it before. Like, it's not an over-purchased medication. But yeah, so people are really stocking up. I better skedaddle because I gotta get ready, gotta get ready going to work. But what I will say is, get the facts, fact check. The World Health Organization is a great source. News.com.au, that I believe they update daily, and they also update from the World Health Organization, so their source is legitimate, which is good. So, and the other thing is, look, just keep safe, know the signs, self-quarantine if you need to. Treat it like a flu, like you would the flu, except obviously you need to get quarantined, which is a little bit different. But I mean, who's going out with the flu anyway? Nobody. The people driving around saying, I've got the flu. No, you don't. You have a cold. Sorry to let you know. The flu is awful. Okay, yeah, cool guys. I will let you go. I want to do another 2 videos on shame and forgiveness, and depression is another one that I wanted to do. So I have been researching a little bit and getting some understanding on what I'm going to talk about. So they will be coming to you soon, and I was going to deliver one of them today, but I hadn't written down any of the notes or anything, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll just address the elephant in the room. You know, coronavirus is seriously an elephant, except elephants are fantastic and intelligent, and I really like them. Okay, so yes, please guys, just relax, because I literally have not slept most of this week because I was not relaxing. I was freaking out, and so I'm like, okay, now woosah, I've got some actual evidence. I will post some graphs on my Our Journey page to help you guys out with some actual facts and understanding that it's not as scary as we are told. And at the end of the day, if something really bad does happen, well, at least we weren't freaking out before that happened. You know, like, we've got to appreciate the time we have, and try and keep our elderly and vulnerable people safe. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, peace guys, take care, bye bye.